Hello, this is Steve, and you're watching me on 98.3 Richie Live. And today we have Dr. Stephen from the University of Washington. Hello, Dr. Stephen. Hi, Steve. It's nice meeting you here in our studio. We have a professor who's going to talk about drugs and alcohol today. We also have a few questions that we can ask him and we can discuss about it. Hello, doctor. So to start off, explain in general, what is drugs and alcohol from your perspective? Well, in science terms, alcohol is classified as a depressant, which means it slows down vital functions such as the central nervous system, resulting in slurred speech, unsteady movement, disturbed perceptions, and an inability to act quickly. This is like the definition as written, but is also true. As for the mind, it distorts his or her judgment. In simple terms, drugs are substances that can change a person's mental or physical health. That was a great explanation, both in general terms and science terms. Thank you, Doc. Next, does counseling play an important role for those who want to get to the withdrawal phase? I think rehabilitation centers are more than useful for you to go to the withdrawal stage. It helps by improving the behaviors, skills, mental health, social functioning, and access to education and employment. I think, yes, it does help by a lot, because doctors only prescribe medicines for patients to help get out, but a counselor can help emotionally and offer emotional support to he or she who has been under the influence of drugs. Thank you so much for answering this, doctor. Next, can you please explain to us what inspired you to become an alcohol physician? So yeah, there's already been a huge difference between the past and the present. According to the article from the New York Times in the year 1996, Dr. Robert G. Nevin, director of the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism in Bethesda, said, though we still fall short of the ideal, integration of education and about alcohol and drug composition into all medical and health professional schools, the situation is improving. So, in the past, medical students generally spent a few hours in alcoholism, learning during the course of their 4 years of study. But that has changed, in part due to a career teacher program, which was financed by the federal government from 1971 to 1982, financed by the Joan B. Kroc Foundation. This project was subsequently duplicated elsewhere and became a model for such schools as the University of Washington and Morehouse School of Medicine in Atlanta. Several schools became pioneers, including Dartmouth Medical School. In 1978, it became a 4-year program called Project Cork, financed by the Joan B. Kroc Foundation. Even among doctors who recognized the symptoms, there was a tendency to ignore them, or to believe that alcoholics need only use a little willpower. Many physicians have viewed alcoholism as a moral failing and not a medical, biological, psychological, and social condition. This influenced me to become someone who could help the society and to be an inspiration for the educational system in the medical field. Well said, Doctor. This sure is a great inspiration. I'm sure many will be inspired by you. Next, Doctor, can you please explain how do you work with the patient? So at first, we'll talk to the patient. Next, we'll observe and we'll examine them. Many exhibit frequent behavior changes, rambling speech, and they may display disturbed pupils, increased energy, and fast breathing. In some cases, users may become paranoid or hostile. And doctor, what techniques do you use to help other victims with triggers? There are ample of options that include brief early intervention, outpatient treatment, or day treatment programs. A structured program may be needed for more serious issues. Treatment may include counseling, education, job services, family services, and life skills training. Can you also explain, doctor, why are people using drugs and alcohol? So, people use drugs for many reasons. Want to feel good, stop feeling bad, or perform better and overcome problems easier, or become others and doing it like others. Most people drink for the stimulant effect, example a beer or a glass of wine, just to loosen up. But if a person consumes more than the body can handle, then they experience the depressant effects. Alcohol overdose can cause serious effects like inability to feel pain, poisoning, unconsciousness, or worse, coma or death. So, doctor, how do you think drug addiction affects teens? Experimentation with alcohol and drugs during adolescence is common. Unfortunately, teenagers often don't see the link between their actions today and the consequences tomorrow. They also have a tendency to feel indestructible and immune to the problems that others experience. Young people who persistently abuse substances often experience an array of problems, including academic difficulties, health-related problems, including mental health, poor peer relationships, and involvement with the juvenile justice system. Additionally, there are consequences for family members, the community, and the entire society. Although classified as a depressant, the amount that is consumed determines the type of effect. It can actually affect the way your brain works, feels, and behaves. This makes unpredictable and dangerous, especially for the young people. And if someone takes a drug less than 21 years of age, then they are 4 times more vulnerable to drug addiction. And lastly, doctor, why are people getting depressed easily in the modern age? And does this lead to the use of drugs and alcohol? Well, it's no secret that there's a strong connection between substance use and mental illness. The National Bureau of Economic Research reports that individuals with a history of mental illness are 24% likely to consume alcohol, 69% more likely to consume cocaine, and 95% more likely to consume cigarettes. So yes, I can say that there is a relation between depression and drug usage. Depression is the most common mental illness in the world, and people with depression are more likely to start drugs, and that's a major problem. Thank you so much, doctor. I'm sure that's very helpful. It was really nice talking to you all. I hope this message was useful to you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Steve. I hope I'll see you in the future and give more inspiring speeches like this. As opposed to today, hope you enjoy your day. Tuning in music right away. Stay tuned, 98.3 Mitchie. It's too stuffy. Can I change, please? The National Burrito. Wait, what? No. The National Bureau. Wait, what? No.